back to another video today here again on Project Cars 3 to see how much faster the Nissan Z Proto or Nissan 400Z is than the Nissan 370Z. So we have the 2020 370Z, so the most recent one, and the 2021 400Z here on the game to check out. So you might remember a little while ago I took a first look at this Z Proto here on the game. So if you want more information on this car, go and check out that one. This one is purely going to be a time trial style video to see what the difference is, how far Nissan have come from the 370 to the 400. Because the 370 is kind of almost, it's a little bit more than a facelift of a 350, but the 370 itself's been around for a long while anyway, so it's interesting to see how they differ. The 400 I think is slightly faster in this game than it should be. It's quicker than a Aston according to, or it's higher performance rated than a Vantage, which I find slightly hard to believe, so not sure it's exactly right, but anyway, we have the Nissan 370Z is going to be the first car we're going to take. I'm going to pick a track, do 3 laps in this, take the best time, and then do 3 laps in the 400 and take the best time to see for our comparison. But yeah, we've got 338 horsepower, 3,432 pounds in the 370, 445 horsepower, 3,251 pounds in the 400. So anyway, let's hop into the 350 and find ourselves a circuit to set our baseline time on. So we come to Fuji Speedway to test out the Nissans. I thought a Japanese track was suitable for some Japanese vehicles. Suzuka isn't, well, it sort of is. There's a fake Suzuka in this game because for whatever reason Project Cars never got the license for it. But anyway, 3 laps around here, including this first lap, which is obviously from a standing start, so this won't really be a time to look at, but a first sort of lap, sighter style lap to get used to the car and the track, and then 2 flying laps. So yeah, I'm not the fastest driver in the world, but both cars are being driven by me in the same conditions, so it's a fair comparison either way. The car I take round second obviously has a slight advantage because I've done more laps, but anyway. Let's get going with the 370, obviously. Relatively heavy car, the 400 is lighter, but not by loads. And yeah, it's not the most realistic game, but it should give us an idea how much they have come forward. Obviously the second car is also a concept, so we don't have the final kind of specs for that on here, but hopefully it's close enough. That is not how you do that corner. So yeah, I picked this track because it's Japanese, but I also know my way around it reasonably well. There's some tracks I completely don't know on here. But hopefully we get most of the speed the car's capable of out of it around here. That wasn't good. Right, it'll be interesting to see what time we do on our out lap, if you like. And the other thing we have to be careful for is braking for this first corner, because it's quite different once you're on a second lap. It's going to be about 2:10, 2:08. Not bad, actually, braking into that corner. I thought we were on the brakes slightly early, but yeah, the speed we're carrying across the start-finish line there is going to make quite a big difference, I think, because it's such a long straight. 7 seconds faster. Leave it in third round here this time. We learnt that from last lap. And then we brake earlier when we get down to the corner at the end of here. It's definitely better than the last lap. Alright, around the final corner. Quite a lot better around there as well. Put you in a great position. It's a practice. Is it gonna... Anyway. Let's see, what are we going to do? Are we going to be sub 2 minute? Probably not quite. Very nearly. I'm sure it can do it. Later on the brakes, I think that was better. I really want to get a sub 2 minute now. We definitely will in the 400 or in the Z Proto. Slightly off track there. Alright, we're 6/10 up, so we're on track to beat it if we don't make any mistakes. Bit wide around there. Hold it in third round here. That corner looks a lot tighter though. Like you have to go a lot slower around it than you actually can. It's slightly deceptive. So this one I think I was actually on the brakes too early for, and then I had to let off and brake again. Better. Although we're only 2/10 up now, so we're not going to get a sub 2 minute, I don't think. Maybe. I think we might actually. We might make it, so I mean, we should, at this rate, be a sub 2 minute. Then I will note down the time and we will hop in a 1:59.860 for the 370. Now it's time to see what the Z Proto can do. So here we go, back at Fuji with the 400Z or the Z Proto. (1:59.860) to beat. Obviously we know this is going to be faster. This is quite a lot quicker, this car. It's up on power, down on weight, and according to this game, is faster than an Aston Martin Vantage. It's kind of... It's in the next category, I think, even to the 370. Have to brake slightly more because it's slightly faster. This might take some getting used to, but yeah. We know it's going to be faster. The real question is, how much faster? Quicker car. I've learnt the track slightly because we've done 3 laps. Obviously, again, this first lap doesn't really count as from a standing start. But I have a feeling we might already be faster. It says it's an invalidated lap as well, but I'm not going to be worrying about that. We're going to ignore those. So yeah, it is slightly lighter. It's still quite a heavy car. It still feels kind of heavy. But yeah, it is quite a bit lighter, quite a bit more powerful. That's not how you do that corner. But yeah, it'd be interesting if we did beat it already. I do quite like this, the sort of, particularly at the back, the sort of retro styling like the older Z cars. It's going to be a 58 something, isn't it? Yeah, so we've already beaten it. We're going quite a lot faster, so I'm going to brake nice and early. We can try braking a bit later on our second flying lap, maybe. That's better through there, much better. It's about as fast as you'd want to go through there. Oh, slight lock up there, braking a little bit too late.
Smooth and fast lines here, mate. Well done.
Smooth and fast, yes. I'm a professional racing driver. Master 15 tracks, I'm sure. I wouldn't say I've mastered this track, but okay. Ooh, especially with that corner. Or that corner, we're missing all the apexes here. Okay, that started as a good lap, and then went very quickly downhill. I must say it does look good in the green, actually. Pleased I chose this colour. Right. How much faster? A lot. Okay, that was a bit over-ambitious then. That's where I was braking in 370. This is obviously that much faster. So that previous lap might end up being our quickest lap. Very possibly. It's an invalidated time. And we're nearly a second slower, so yeah. I don't think we're going to improve at this point. Well, I've done a better corner around there, but... yeah, I think 52.8 is going to be the time we do in this car. We're going to claw back some of that time because we had a really bad final sector last lap. We might even actually beat the time. Which tells you quite how bad that final sector was last lap. So yeah, it probably should be even quicker than we're going to set here. But we are actually going to improve. It's going to be almost exactly the same time anyway, but we are going to improve. This car should be even quicker than it was there. No, it's not going to tell me the time because it was invalidated, so we'll just go with a 52.836. It would have been a very similar lap. Okay, so back in the showroom to go over the results from the laps. So the 370Z did a 1:59.860, which was 7.024 seconds slower than the 400Z, which did a 152.836. All of these numbers will be up on screen as well, if you're wondering. Which makes sense. It's 107 horsepower up on the 370's 338 horsepower with its 445, and it's 181 pounds lighter, weighing in at 3,251 pounds instead of 3,432 pounds. So we always knew it would be faster. 7 seconds is quite a significant margin, and it should have gone even faster than that. My lap in the 370 was a tidier lap than in the 400, so it should be even more than that. Maybe not as much as 8 seconds, maybe like 7.5 seconds faster. But yeah, that proves how much faster it is. I mean, it is Road C rather than Road E, so it's actually 2 categories higher, which seems strange given it's only 100, well, 100 horsepower is quite a lot. It is 413 PIR rated rather than 277. So the game reckons it's quite a lot faster, although, like I said, I think the one in here is slightly faster than it should be, really. I don't quite believe the stats of that. We'll have to wait and see what happens when the production model comes out, because obviously this is still the Z Proto, not actually the 400Z. But yeah, quite an interesting comparison, comparing old and new Nissan Z cars. Well, both quite new, but one generation to the next of Nissan Z cars. So do let me know if you've enjoyed this video and if you're enjoying the Project Cars 3 content, because there's more comparisons, similar comparisons we could do between different generations of car, either on here or on Gran Turismo, Forza Motorsport, we'll see. But yeah, let me know if you're enjoying this one, because like I say, there's a lot of other cars we can take a look at. I did used to do some of these sort of battle videos more often. But yeah, always quite interesting comparing one generation to the next, I think. So anyway, that is going to do it for today's video, comparing the Nissan 370Z to the Nissan 400Z. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.